KC's Audio Vault.
Quagmire.
September 29th, 2010. Joined in studio today by Quagmire, the first of our bands of the month through power97.supernova.com. Welcome to the segment.
Right on.
Thanks
a lot.
for having us.
We got a couple of you, maybe a quick introduction.
My name's Chris. I play guitar.
And I'm Kaylin. I play bass.
How long have you guys been? This is going to be a pretty standard sort of introduction for the Power 97 listeners.
Sure.
How long you guys been together?
In this form, I think it's been, six years?
6 years.
6 years.
Wow.
As a band, yeah.
Any releases? Can we buy a Quagmire CD?
Yeah, we've got 2 full-length albums. One release we put out in 2005 called One for the Ditch. I think you can pick that up.
Into the Music.
Music Trader.
We sell them personally ourselves
Yeah,
too. If you come out to a show, we usually have a table set up.
iTunes, I think you can purchase them on as well. And then last year we released a second full-length album called
Don't Forget the
Blowtorch. I almost forgot the Blowtorch. And then that you can get that you can get it from us. You can get it on iTunes and in the same local stores. So yeah, they're available around town. $10 a pop. So
What's the MySpace page?
MySpace.com/Quagmire sucks.
Quagmire sucks.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good.
So we're realists. I mean,
Do you guys have any shows coming up we can plug for you?
October 22nd at the Zoo, we're going to be playing.
Okay,
I believe we're headlining that, so we'll be last.
You guys usually play Zoo, Albert. Where's your home?
I'd say Albert is probably our home.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of cut our teeth there and still play there. You know,
One of the few
all
bars
the
that'll
time.
still let us play sometimes.
Yeah, we developed a bit of a reputation when we were younger, but I think we're pretty cool. You know, most places now. So we play the Zoo as well quite a bit, and basically anywhere we can get a show, we'll play for the most part.
Wrecking mics or starting fires?
We've wrecked some mics.
We have a very loyal following that tends to come wherever we go, even if it's
mostly our fan base that tends to.
They get really rowdy sometimes.
A little
They get
crazy.
into it.
You're deflecting the blame.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the ringleaders.
You from the country? If you're from Winnipeg?
I'm from the country. I'm from Oakbank. Our singer Shane is from Enola, so a couple country boys.
And Brad's from Birds Hill or East St. Paul.
So he's kind of in limbo there, I guess.
I was kind of always a city person. I spent a lot of time in the country when I was younger, but I'm pretty much from central downtown, so I'm the only city folk really.
She's our connection to the
you're
city.
in.
Yeah, she's our urban connection for sure.
So you have a jam space, practice spaces within the city?
Yeah, we've actually our drummer lives on just off of Henderson, and he's got a place there. We've got a little studio in the basement and jam space there. So we get together a couple times a week, and that's where we do our work. Yeah.
Any thoughts of the next record? You guys always sort of thinking and trying new
we
stuff?
got
We're
a
always
pile
writing.
of songs just sitting
we're
there.
We're always writing. Like I say, we've got a little studio in our basement there, so we're always recording demos as well. So I mean, we'd like to maybe get in the studio in the next year anyway.
For sure, there's
Start
definitely
again.
another album coming. I can feel it.
Do you have a guy you go to? Is there you have a producer? You like to do a lot of DIY or?
Yeah, we actually worked with the same producer for our first 2 albums, John Paul Peters. He's pretty well known in Manitoba, and I think he's got a pretty. He's done albums for Comeback Kid, and he's worked with some
getting
bigger
really
bands.
well known. Evil Survives, I believe he did their album.
So we've worked with him in the past, and it was a great experience working with him. He's really good at picking up what the band is doing, and I mean we cut our first 2 albums in I think 4 days apiece.
Yeah.
So he kind of honed into what we were doing, and he's great. I mean, if you want to work quick and just kind of get it pounded out, he can work with that, and we'll work with him again for sure.
Any major influences for you guys, or any bands that actually brought for you guys to get together?
It's kind of changed over the years, but I mean, like back in the day, we opened for 9 Pound Hammer, and at the time, that was like our huge influence.
They were like our favorite
just a band
at
we'd
the
love to
time,
play
so
with.
Getting to play with them was kind of cool.
Now it's more transitioned into more like blues and.
I think everybody kind of, each of us bring a different set of influences to the table. Like I am influenced from anything from Dylan to the Stones to country blues to
I listen to
punk
anything,
rock.
so can't really say.
So many influences. It's really anything that I feel I can take something from. Is essentially an influence, I guess. But
iPod on shuffle and you're good to go?
for the most part, there's no certain genre per se that really influenced by. It's just all over the board, you know.
Nice.
And it's kind of evolved into that, you know. Like when we were younger, it was, you know, a lot of punk rock, a lot of
like hardcore, maybe.
a little bit of hardcore. You
I had a
know.
huge metal influence at the time, and
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you hear a lot of that stuff in the music
Not
these
so
days,
much,
but I
no.
mean, even still, you know, it's
You ever throw any covers?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. We do.
do quite a bit of Stones covers.
we like to do Stones covers. Yeah.
A double time?
What's that?
No, you know,
A double time?
not really. Yeah, exactly. You know, we've done you know, Turbo Negro covers,
The 9 Pound Hammer. I think we
covers.
tried a Sublime cover back in the day.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah, that was fun. I think we did that at a basement show once.
We did a Headstones cover for Halloween and
Stones
the
cover.
Horribles.
The local legends, the Horribles. You know, back when we were kids, they were the band we'd go to see, and we like to do, you know, one of their songs every Halloween, just kind of as a tribute to those guys, because I mean they were the band when I was a kid, you know, and they were kind of the band that made me realize that local bands, you know, local talent could be as good as you know, the music here on Power 97 or any other talent, you know. So we like to do one of their songs on Halloween every Halloween, just to kind of pay homage, you know, to the bands that
That's
came before
cool
us.
because they had a pretty aggressive following. So
It was crazy. They had a rabid following, you know. It was like, and they seemed to be like, you know, the band in you know, the mid to late 90s, and every, you know, they were just great. So,
Nice.
and it's cool to still, you know, talk to, you know, kids, you know, 16, 17-year-old kids who still, you know, are aware of the Horribles and realize, you know, how important they were before they were even around. So,
when's the show again? We're wrapping up here.
October 22nd at the Zoo.
Very nice. And people can check you out at myspace.com/Quagmire Sucks.
Quagmire sucks. Yeah.
And of course, power97.com. Any bands can submit, and we're kind of working our way towards spring where we can launch the River City Rocks class of 2011. Quagmire, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having us.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.